after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He'll fire this one deep for Hearns.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to beat.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Justin Jones there on the stop.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
Now a dump off here complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Rolling to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
2nd and 11. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
On 1st down, Fields.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Fields.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
20, 10, touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bears take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously,
he rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Airing it out for Hearns. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Flush to his right.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Fields on 1st down.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Now Fields.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Khalil Herbert
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Santos with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They're going to look to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bears.
Velus Jones,
38 yards.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll throw now on the final play. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
A handoff for Herbert.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Herbert.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams, 48 yards. And the Lions are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point by Badgley up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
On first down, it's Fields.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Another carry for Herbert on second down.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Now Fields on third and goal.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll try and run for it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Khalil Herbert
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Back to throw. Fields.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Again, he'll drop to throw.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here's Herbert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
14 yards.
And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several.
And, my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't, and also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's Fields.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
On 4th down, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Herbert once more.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This is Herbert.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Off play action, Fields.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Play action. It's Fields.
Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bears, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.